Yeah.
I'm really surprised that he rose up so fast, but now that he's here, it's like you can't not count him as the favorite.
Especially with how many games he was down in this day's events.
Yeah.
I mean, his PvP games were insane. His PvT games were insane. Deer has given the ready signal. Casters have given the ready signal. The wonderful partners in other countries, such as the French caster Pompey2, have given their ready. Soulkey has said ready, go. Does the admin let it happen? The countdown begins!
And we will be beginning the battle on Derelict Watcher. Let's go ahead and get into the first game, guys.
It's a two-player map, a lot of opportunities for cheeky openings. Spawning in the top right-hand position. He is the most consistent Zerg of late. He is Soulkey! And his opponent, 6 months ago, he was an afterthought in MLG. But now he is the WCS Korea champion. Can he be the Season 3 champ too? It is Deer!
And I am excited about this already. Deer starting out with a Forge Fast expansion.
Like it. He's already moved out with this probe. I mean, we saw Trap do some of the same moves against Soulkey. Of course, Deer and Trap practice together quite a bit. These early scouts, always a nice tool, obviously to see what your opponent's doing, but if you are consistent about that sort of scouting, it's very difficult for Soulkey to get a read. Soulkey's not actually convinced that this is a Forge Fast expand yet.
Yeah, it's so great by doing a lot of scouts with a gateway expand, you kind of mask what build you're doing. So Deer, not able to deny the hatchery. Soulkey places down.
Every little edge counts in a nail-biting situation like this. An interesting move that we see Soulkey do almost every time is to throw out 4 to 6 lings blind. So many Protosses are cutting so many corners that it's increasingly easy to slip up.
A little bit of a misstep there. Misplaced his cannon, had to cancel it, loses 37 minerals. It's not that much, but as you said, every little bit counts,
Yes. I mean, we normally see the 4 Zerglings pop out, and Deer went cannon first. Normally you can go gateway cannon, and it's not really that big of a deal, but Deer's playing very cautious at this point in time. Now, we've talked a little bit about how difficult it is to go for a 4th base as Protoss. How does Deer adjust his play on this map?
Normally you want to start out with some sort of pressure or get your 3rd base super, super early. I mean, you're trying to put pressure on your opponent for the majority of the time in that mid-game stage so that they can't step out onto the map.
Cybernetics core goes down. Crowd has so much energy, they're just doing the clap down because they can.
So far, nothing is revealed yet for Deer. He has enough gas, though, to get a Stargate, to get +1, to get Warp Gate, all of these major items in the very beginning of the stage. Soulkey, on the other hand, still hasn't thrown down anything, just droning, getting his regular queens up, and he's looking good.
We see no gas yet. Playing as standard as can be. Already have 1 Zealot, it looks like. just doing a block at the front. Stargate goes down for Deer, but it's not an extremely fast Stargate. Decided with his first gas, he wanted to get Warp Gate.
Did the Overlord see that?
Stalkers. Uh-oh, it looks like he has spotted the Stargate.
That's a big scout out in the beginning stages, able to see the tech choice so fast. He gives you the ability to react a lot better so far.
Well, it looks like Deer's already beginning to move out. He's going to go Zealot, Stalker, Stalker. He's going to make sure Soulkey isn't overly complacent, doesn't wind up with too much on the defensive side, too much on the droning side. He wants to get in there and deal damage right away. Overlord's well positioned for Soulkey, though. 7 minutes is when Soulkey's going to make the big push to scout into the main base. But Deer ain't going to wait that long.
Doing a little bit of pressure. Zealot and Stalker can do a lot of damage here. First drone is going to go down. Is he going to get a second one? It looks like he does.
He gets two. He gets three drones.
And his Stalker will run out of there. Looks like his Zealot's still wailing away. The Queen will not go down.
That's a big target right now, and Soulkey makes a bold move. Hatchet 7 minutes. Roach Warren nowhere to be found, not even started. Deer has no concern. At this point in time, we see Deer also getting down the extra Phoenixes, immediately beginning to try to deny the scout from these Overlords.
It looks like Deer is positioned. Yes, he's taking a third Nexus very fast here. 7 minutes and 45 seconds.
Nice little move here from Deer.
This can get shut down, though. Zergling's moving across the map. +1 should be finished, though, pretty soon here, and Zealots will be extra effective against these Zerglings.
Now it looks like we see that Metabolic Boost is only about halfway done, so these Zerglings are quite slow. Deer hasn't begun the wall off of those structures yet. Oh, just a little bit more.
One more. Get it down. There it is. That will save this Nexus, hopefully. Although these Zerglings are getting to a great position, targeting down, the armor is going off. I don't think he can get it. Oh, force field. Oh, traps the Zerglings inside. Twilight Council going down immediately.
With that Mothership core out, Deer, who loves to stretch it thin, having almost no defense, has successfully gotten up his expansion. But this is not just a pure defensive move. He already has 4 Phoenixes on the map, the money amount to lift up a Queen and pick it down with a single pull. So now Soulkey has 2 Spore Crawlers at each expansion. He can't attack when he's devoted that much resources. This is a safe third base. Deer with a great play.
Yes, he is. And the Twilight Council tells me he's going to go +2 Blink Stalkers. That's what it feels like right now. Twilight Council, there's the +2. Is he going to get Blink? Yes, and a lot of gateways get thrown down. He needs to get his 5th and 6th gases up as soon as possible, and then he's going to trek across the map and try to do damage. Still on this map, Day 9, I'm a little bit worried because, as we said, it's a very open map. Where is the position he's going to take to just stage his offense?
I mean, this truly is a difficult question to answer for both races. And Soulkey says, you know what? I don't want to engage. I'm just going to keep expanding. Doesn't matter if you're going to be going mass gateway, mass blink attacks. He is locked down. He is safe. Lings get picked off at the front, but Hydra's an interesting choice for Soulkey. Ordinarily, you'd call these the expensive choice. Not good so much for aggression early on, but with this range and then the speed coming up, it'll be a solid enough defense against this hatch.
There is an Overseer or an Overlord inside the main base. Just looking around, he sees how many Stalkers are out now. He sees that the Stargate is inactive. And he should start to piece things together that this is going to be a gigantic 2-base all-in. Looks like there is a little bit of damage being done over on the 3rd base side. Drones are getting picked up and eliminated very nicely. Income tab showing 64 to 60 Harvesters. Soulkey really preparing for this attack, cutting drones so early.
Now, this is a style that was popularized by SK Telecom's Reign, a real great of the Protoss race. 8-gate shove with Blink and Warp Prism, but Deer has done an incredible innovation to advance it farther forward. He's also getting gases 5 and 6, getting down the Robo Bay for the Colossus. Deer is not just going to try to go all in. This does have a follow-up, but we see Soulkey prepared as well, getting the +2 range, getting the Carapace and the Infestation Pit. The pace of these players is absurd.
The question is, will Soulkey read into this that robotics bay? Does he have the material to deal with that? Right now, Deer is just out on the map, and he might backstab this this fourth base. That'll be such a nice pickup because he can easily recall out of there with that Mothership Core.
Uh-oh, Zealot's moving in. It's also going to be a Zealot warping at the top. Soulkey caught a little bit underprepared heading in. And it looks like, oh, an easy snipe. And, oh, gets away. The Roach counterattack gets denied as well.
They need to get out of there so fast, but Stalkers are going to greet them. Now the Zealot drop into the main base. Soulkey, is he prepared for this? No units around there. Units out on the middle of the map. He's going to get a great drop with the Spore Crawler. Is denying this for now. Will he be able to get warp-ins? Yes, he will. Zealots slaying drones.
But at the same time, Soulkey has opted to shove the front. Deer is trying to lock down, but the energy on the sentries will be high enough. Phoenix has also arrived! Drones wind up being the tool Soulkey uses to defend yet another enormous attack. Though he is even in supply, this is a very grave situation for the Zerg player.
That's right, and these Zealots are wiping away a little bit on the hatchery. The Roaches and Hydras get there to deny this attack. So there will be stabilization, but Soulkey is behind in economy. He needed that fourth base. He needed that economic advantage to start to overpower the Protoss. But right now, as that Colossus count grows, as the Stalker count grows, how will Soulkey deal with this?
I mean, this is brilliant by Deer. I mean, he must have asked the question, how do I hold wide spaces? Obviously, force fields aren't going to be so strong. If force fields aren't strong, Colossi aren't going to be that strong. What's the most mobile, space-friendly unit? A big pile of Blink Stalkers, and now he's gone up to 10 gates. He's circumventing all the issues of Protoss on this map by being the aggressor. We're seeing Soulkey tech up to Vipers, but look at Deer's uncanny timing. 2 Colossi are out. Vipers only halfway done.
They still need to get a lot of energy right now, so if he hits before those Vipers are able to get those abducts, this will be the perfect time to kill Soulkey. Right now, 198 supply army. He's approaching on the field. Hallucinated Colossus to bait some of those abducts.
Uh-oh. 38 Stalkers on the map. Can he hope to take them down?
There's the time warps. He's baiting the fight. Hydras and Roaches trying to close in. He's going to the north side to deny the fourth yet again.
Can he get it? Down. He gets the real one. Down it goes. Grabs a fake in the middle of the confusion.
Oh! A confidence blink on top of the Roach Hydra force. Will it be enough? Deer cleaning up the bottom flank. Another blink on top of the top flank. Soulkey has no units left. Blink Stalkers drilling into
Blings and Roaches. I don't know if it's going to be enough. 10 Stalkers at a time. The drones are pulled yet again.
Oh, it did! He's laughing in the face of Soulkey. Still maintaining his Phoenixes. Now the Colossus is there.
Soulkey doing his best. More reblinks by Deer, but there's too many gateways to defend.
It's just too much. A 3-base economy. GG! Opponent on Derelict Watcher. I'm not considered. Terrible for Protoss. Deer shows how to play it.
What style of build do you even call that? Cutting a mothership core, rushing for the Phoenixes, harassing while rushing for the third, instantly following up with 8 warp gates worth of pressure with Blink Stalkers, then the warp prism in the back of the main, and finishing it up with a 40 Stalker 2 Colossus push.
Never looking to be passive, trying to backstab at all corners, using the mothership core only for the recalls in the mid-game stage instead of the more practical time warps. And then he is able to defend very accurately, keep it on equal basis, and then surge ahead with this Colossus timing. Soulkey not prepared, and his composition counter. It was a beautiful combo attack by our Protoss.
Absolutely wonderful. And not just catching Soulkey off guard, but answering Soulkey's aggression attempts as well, picking off the fourth and recalling home. What a gorgeous PvZ clinic.
I mean, he had he wasn't looking to play super far in. He had that timing in mind, and he delivered so well. You saw Soulkey